There we go. That's the right one. Hello, and welcome to another stream. It's been a little bit. I guess the last one was VIR, so that was fun. Today I'm driving something that I enjoy. Ooh, and I can hear myself. That's good. Yes, so we are doing iRacing at Indianapolis today. So that's very relevant, obviously, with the Indy 500 yesterday. Let me show you what I see. There we go. So yeah, we're going to be racing this. The race, as it says on the screen, will be in about 45 minutes time, which gives us enough time to get some more practice in. Did a bit of practice earlier, that went pretty well. And yeah, it should be pretty fun. Should be pretty fun. So first things first, I'm just going to make sure the sound is all okay. So I shall just replay the run I did earlier. There we go. I shall have a listen to what you can hear. So yes, hope everyone is doing well. And hopefully we're about to have a good race. Obviously, the Indy 500 being my favourite race of the year, I kind of had to do this, and it had to be today. Otherwise, the track changes over on iRacing tomorrow. So this is like my last opportunity. So the audio sounds pretty good, so I shall leave it as it is for now. Good start. Usually my audio is all over the place at the start. A little bit of a hit on the wall there, but that's fine. Yeah, did about, I think it was 93 laps of practice earlier for a 60-lap race, so maybe a tad overkill, but I think the thing that I always do wrong with iRacing is I don't practice enough, so at least I know how the car should be. Game could be a bit louder. Yeah, it could be. Let me just see, because I don't want it to drown me out, and the problem is that always tends to happen. So let me try driving normally and just see if it's any different. Hello, Ben, by the way. Thank you for watching. So yeah, this should be a fun one. I like Indy, especially in the Indy cars on this game. I've won here before in the 60-lap version of the race, not the full 500, because I got taken out on that one this year, so that was fun. But yeah, this should be pretty good. Hopefully, we're in a lobby that allows me to be in contention for the win. That would always be nice. I wish I could manually choose which iRating I go up against, because then I'd go up against like the zeros and the rookies. Just see what the audio is like. I'm currently using my phone and driving. Don't do this, even if your name is Santino. Oh god, this is why. I look away for 1 second. That right there is an advertisement for why you should not text and drive. Slow clap, shut up. Oh god, this is why. Yeah, the game audio could be a little bit louder. One moment, please. Let's just push that up a little bit. Maybe about there. See how that goes. Yeah, I was about to say, even if your name is Santino Ferrucci, you shouldn't do it. But so yeah, let's see if does that sound any better? I know you can't see it, but is that a little bit better? Can you hear me normally? This will probably be about the volume that I talk. It's really hard to try. I've discovered with streaming, the hardest part is balancing audio. Everything else I can do pretty well, but audio balancing tends to be my weakness. I've had to completely change the way that my computer handles the audio, just so I can, split party chat from my chat to game. It's a real faff. Right, cool. Sounds good. Excellent. Thank you very much. Right, so let me get my virginity protecting gloves on. And I shall run just a couple of laps of quali practice, and then in about 15 minutes time we'll jump into the practice session prior to the race, so I'll have other people in. So we'll do some group practice. So yeah, so I feel like my pace is good, both in quali and the race. All the mods for my setup came in. Oh, did they? Lovely. You'll have to show me some pictures of that. Yeah, because you had like the short throw shifter and stuff like that. I've seen a lot of people who prefer to use that for stuff like NASCAR and iRacing, so you'll have to let me know how that feels. I personally, I haven't felt the need to change the way that the shifter feels, but maybe it's just something that you don't know how good it is until you have it. So yeah, so we're currently on the qualifying setup for the car. And I really want to try in qualifying for the official race. I really want to be in the 39.3s. I don't think I can get any quicker on my own. So if I can get a 39.3, that'd be about my limit of where I can get with this car.
One gallon remaining.
It's been a while since I've raced iRacing IndyCar. I said to myself prior to the start of this season on iRacing that I was going to try and do this every week, but then that kind of just, the hot temperatures started coming in around here, and I just had no enthusiasms to expose myself to all of that heat and the sweat of doing one of these races in 30+ degree temperatures. So now it's started to cool down a little bit. I might make a more concerted effort to do this regularly.
Half a gallon of fuel remaining.
Because IndyCar is the thing that I'm probably I wouldn't say the best at on iRacing, but the most competent with.
Well, that was at 39.39. You're less than a tenth off your best.
39.3 there, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, I unashamedly, I adore
looks quite high.
IndyCar Oval Racing on iRacing. I haven't properly done an IndyCar road course race yet, apart from one of the fixed ones at Daytona a couple of months ago, and I got taken out, so I need to do that at some point as well. I might look at doing, because the next track on the schedule is Gateway, and I have this whole week off, so I might do another stream later this week doing Gateway, because I really enjoy that track. And yeah, and then we'll see what the calendar for next season is. Obviously Indy will be on that, because Indy is on every season's calendar, which is understandable. I do love racing Indy.
What's your speed limit in the pits?
Barely enough fuel to get back to my guys. But yeah, I'm really comfortable with the car in qualifying, and if I'm not in traffic. I've had a fair amount of running in traffic, but it's sketchy. It's really sketchy, so we'll just have to cope with that when it happens in the race. From my runs earlier, it looked like it was going to be a 2-stop strategy, very close to a 1-stop. So if there's a lot of caution, that might prevent us having to pit. So I think strategy is going to be for the first stint of the race to just go as long as possible and then deal with whatever happens. Let's try, not with 18 laps of fuel, no, or 18 litres, or whatever that is. Let's try one more run, see if we can better my qualifying time at all. Yeah, so we'll have a 60-lap race later, not the full 200, which is probably a good thing. It should be quite a nice, decent length race. Hopefully it isn't a caution fest, because that tends to drag it out ridiculously.
One gallon remaining. That lap time was 39.45. You're now 0.08, slower than your best.
Not the best entry into turn 1. Better for turn 2 though.
Half a gallon remaining.
A little bit too much curb in turn 3. And that hurt turn 4. So just very slight moments like that.
Water temperature is
Cost
looking
you
a little
just
high.
a little bit of
Your
time.
last lap time was at 39.39. You're less than a tenth off your best.
That's what I like about IndyCar and these things. There's such fine margins. Like, I turned in a fraction, not even like a tenth of a second late for turn 1. And that pretty much ruined the lap. I love that. It's got about 5 minutes until we can register for the race and jump into a practice session with other people. I'll largely focus on trying to run in a group until like maybe the final 5 minutes before the race, just so I can get some quali. Just refresh my memory. Obviously with the quali trim being full boost, it drives a little bit differently, so... might as well do another one. And as you can see, the sim is true to life. Nobody in the stands. Good to see everyone social distancing.
Okay, Jordan, your engine temperatures are now back to normal.
I didn't actually feel like yesterday's race, once it got going, it didn't feel any different.
It's now 34 Celsius.
I know it sucks not to have the crowd there, and the atmosphere at the actual track must have been different, but from a spectator point of view, like from TV, it really makes no difference. It's actually helped Formula 1, I think,
1 gallon left.
because it stops the director cutting to a crowd shot in the middle of a battle.
That lap was a 39.47. That puts you 0.10 off your best.
Ah, piss. Shots fired! Shots fired! Oh well. Yeet!
Track limits, they'll invalidate this lap. Are you alright? That was a big one.
Bloody hell.
You want to watch your water temperature.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's
looking
what
a
I want
little
to
high.
watch right now. Yeah, my water temperature. Apart from, you know, my altitude was pretty high there as well, which isn't a great thing. Now it's a Jordan stream, exactly. It's not a Jordan stream without a complete death.
It's broken! Fuck!
Now I feel happy. I guess we'll jump out of this and get ready to register for the race. So I need to press the thingy-me-jig. That's the one. You knew what I meant. So I shall just wait a couple of minutes just before registration opens. Doopy-doopy-doo. Doopy-doo-doo-doo. You're jumping between this and a Forza stream. Blech. Anything interesting on the Forza stream? Or, well, I guess at least it's not a Project Cars stream. How dare you. God. I thought what we had was special. Tour IndyCars on our... Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I saw they were racing at Spa, probably Saturday, I think it was. That's a nice combo. Not sure about the rest of the calendar, but Spa's a good choice. More news by the next game, lol. That's optimism. That is optimistic. So registration should be opening any second now. And then we shall start practicing with the danger. Race register. There we go. There we go. Right, while that loads, I shall just be back in a second. Is there anything I can play while I'm gone? Ah, yes, this will do.
Gentlemen, a short view back to the past. 30 years ago, Niki Lauda told us, take a monkey, place him into the cockpit, and he is able to drive the car. 30 years later, Sebastian told us, I had to start my car like a computer. It's very complicated. And Nico Rosberg said he pressed during the race, I don't remember what race, the wrong button on the wheel. Question for you two both. Is Formula One driving today too complicated with 20 and more buttons on the wheel? Are you too much under effort, under pressure? What are your wishes for the future concerning the technical program? Gentlemen.
No, not again, not again. I need to get some like intermission music, something for when I'm away from the mic for a couple of seconds. But I think that does the job. What a legend. What a legend. So here we are. Time for some proper practice. And nobody's on track.
The pit lane speed limit is 60 miles per hour. Your exit is clear. Watch the white
Oh,
line.
the timing. Someone's right behind me. Amazing. So we're now on the race setup. Obviously, this is the Indy Fixed series, so there's no advantage
The
to
track
be had
temperature is
with
increasing. It's now 42 Celsius.
with a car setup, etc. So I'm just going to lay off just so I can get the guy behind me to draft with me. The challenge here is really trying to manage the car when you're in when you're in the dirt. Yeah, you really feel it. It's really quite difficult, so it's just trying to get used to running in that air and then trying to be as smooth as possible to try and pull away when you get the opportunity. Jordan Taylor. mind is playing tricks on me. If it were Jordan Taylor, then his sim would have fallen over by now. Was that him or was that Ricky? I can never remember. The only positive thing to have come out of the Monza Madness event.
Car down low. He's still there.
It was Jordan.
He's still there. Clear inside.
That's a cool livery.
P2. Car low. Still there. Clear
That's
low.
mildly scary.
Got car high. He's still there. Still there. Clear high.
So hard to break the draft around here because you can get a benefit from it from like
Inside.
2 seconds back or more.
Hold
You
your line.
can still get a benefit from it. So
Still there.
you really need them
Still
to make
there.
quite a sizable
The
mistake
leader has
to be
just
able
done
to pull
a
away.
41.51.
This
Clear
guy doesn't
inside.
seem to bloody hell. Woo! Oh, that's close.
Outside. He's still there. Still there. Clear high.
The nice thing about the IndyCar tyre is that you can be like right behind somebody and scrubbing the tyre constantly with the excess speed, and then as soon as you get back out into clean air, it's fine again.
Inside.
Whereas like if you did that in the
Still
NASCAR,
Hold
your
your
tyres
line.
would be dead by now.
Good lap. That's your quickest so far. Inside's clear. The leader has just
I think that's
done
my
a
biggest struggle with the
41.28.
iRacing NASCARs at the moment is I cannot keep them I can't keep them in the right window no matter how slow I go. You really got to time your run around here because I really wanted to be a little bit further back there so I didn't have to have that extra lift through turn 4 so I can have a better run down onto here because I'll just be within range to try and pull out and make a pass, but it will be dangerous, so I'm having to lay off.
P2.
It's
You're
all about
currently
timing your run around here.
0.16 off the pace.
I
So
know I
your
said
fastest
that, but
lap for
if we
Taylor,
get into the position where we're fighting for the
41.18.
win in the last few
The lap
laps, I will
time
not
was
be
at
timing my runs at all well because I'll be
41.35.
excited. It's like here, I know I'm not going to get to him in time, so I'm going to lay off a little bit now, so hope, oh, and then he just hits the wall. Okay. Okay.
Got a car outside. Hold your line. Hold your line. He's still there. Clear high. You're now 0.07 off the pace. You've just
Right.
done a 41.26.
Ooh, a little bit too low. Yeah, see, this guy knows his runs. He could have gone for it there, but he decided not to. That's the thing about oval racing, is that you really need to have a good group of people racing against, otherwise it just gets a bit silly. I'm not talking about the Tour or iRacing NASCAR series at all, but
You're currently 0.09 off the leader's pace. That last lap was a 41.27.
there's a slow car. Slow car. Actually, he might give me a nice draft. Oh, guy behind me ate shit. Nice old
Car
slipstream.
high. Clear outside. P4. That's your quickest lap in this session. Your lap time was 41.05. The leader has just done a 39.91.
So I would imagine the leader is currently on the quali setup, because he's quite far ahead of everyone.
The guy behind has just done a 41.28. Car low. He's still there. E5, you're now 1. Inside's clear.
That wasn't good. Just missed my turning point a little there. Wasn't concentrating. Send me through. I would say thank you, but I haven't got my Stream Deck on the right mode. I shall sort that before the race. So I'm just thinking, if in the potentially likely event that we get taken out early, what should I do instead? Because I don't want to wait another 2 hours to do this again, so I might do some
1.59 off the pace.
carb cup or something stupid like that. I don't know. We'll find something. I don't want to be streaming for too long today because there's a couple of other things I want to watch tonight, but yeah, it should be fun. Hopefully we can have just a decent race. We'll find some milk. Get some of that milk. Not a pint, because it's not the full 500, so maybe we'll do a shot of milk or something if in the unlikely event that we wouldn't. Or like whatever percentage of 200 that 60 is, we'll do that percentage of a pint. But that's maths, so I'm not going to bother with that.
The guy behind has just
Right,
done
let's
a
practice a pit stop.
41.27. Look out for the pit speed limit.
Nailed it. I think that's the only pit entry on this game that I can nail pretty well.
Box in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
A little bit long, but
Pit exit's clear.
one thing I don't like about the halo column is that it's difficult to spot when a car is in front of you slowing down. So we've emerged from a little bit of traffic here, so that's good. A little bit more race preparation. That is presupposing the car behind me isn't on the qualifying setup, otherwise we'll just piss off. It looks pretty good.
Still there.
It's a nice livery there.
8th place. Clear inside.
Oh no, I think he's on. Ooh, that was... I didn't expect to get that quick of a toe through there.
Car inside. Clear inside. Car high. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Fastest lap for Kirsch, 39. Clear high. That puts you 1.32 off the pace.
I thought it was just going to rear end me then.
Got a car outside. Still there. Hold your line. Still there, P11. You're now 1.38. Clear high. Car outside. He's still there. Still there. You're currently 1.34 off the pace. That lap time was 41.22. Still there. You're clear outside.
Oh, good lord.
Got a car low.
Car behind was
Still
close.
He's still there. Still there. He's still there. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. He's still there. Still there. Clear low.
Mamma mia. I love racing at Indy. Let's see if I say that in an
13th
hour.
place. That lap was a 41.44.
Spoiler alert, I probably won't. A little bit low. Out the throttle. There you go. Just about saved it. Yeah, that's about the length back you want to be to get a great run.
Outside.
Let's see if we can clear him into turn one. By the
Clear
looks
high.
of it,
That was a
yes.
41.21.
So you've got about a quarter of an hour until the race starts,
The leader has just done a
or rather
39.61.
qualifying, and then the race. Should be a fun one. Well, hopefully it's a fun one.
Got a car high. Hold your line.
Comes Werner on the outside.
Still there. Your last lap time was a 41. Clear high. The guy behind has just done a 41.14.
Half the battle around here is just trying to keep around the inside line. You can make a pass around the outside. Turn 3 down here. It's really, you can get a pass done around the outside here.
Car inside.
But you can see like the advantage you get if you get to the inside. It's
39.60.
just,
Still there.
no, there you go, right there.
Clear inside.
Sometimes it equalizes, but like the other 3 corners of the track, it's a lot harder to hold it around the outside. So.
Car low. He's still there. You're now 1.89 off the leader's pace. That lap time was
I think this
41.
guy's
Clear low.
pinching his apex a little bit
The
too
guy
much.
behind has just done a 41.12.
So he's not going to quite reach me. And he knows it. So we're coming up on another car.
The leader's just done a 39.58.
Kind of want to get more than 2 people in a pack.
Okay, Jordan. There's a car
It's, like
exiting
it's
the
very
pits,
easy
heads
if you drop behind a car. It's very easy to get back by them again. But
Inside.
if you're also being
P14,
attacked by a car
that puts
behind you, that's when it gets
1.71
difficult.
off the pace.
So, and that's the
Still
thing I
there.
haven't really had a lot of time to practice,
Hold your
because
line.
Ooh,
Free
dead.
wide, you're up high. Clear low.
the packs that I've been in haven't been organised enough to be able to get more than 1 or 2 people at any one time. And the moment we get 2 people, I bin it. That's always the way.
The leader has just done a 39.48.
Whoops. I'm pitting anyway.
What's your speed limit in the pits?
So I think we'll do one more quick run with the race stuff, and then we'll do a couple of laps of quali set up just so we can be used to it before quali starts. Just make sure our car isn't damaged. Where did that come from? Actually, just hide here a minute. I'm gonna try and come out in that pack of 2. Oh, actually, there's a nice pack. Oh, there's a big old pack. Alright, go now.
Take care, there's a car approaching.
Ah, it looks like the pack broke up a little bit. But we'll get the Taylor and Koning.
Got a car low. Heads up, there's a car rejoining. Still there. Inside's clear. P15. Car outside. Still there. He's still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear outside. Car high. Still there. He's still there. Still there. He's still there.
Gonna clear me.
He's still there. Hold your line. 16th place. That's your best lap in this session. Hold your line. He's still there. Hold your line. Clear outside.
No, get me down here.
Car low. Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear inside. Car outside. Still there. Still there. Still there. He's still there. That last lap was a 41.19. Clear high. Got a car high.
Bump drafting doesn't
Still there.
really work on these cars.
Still there. Hold your line.
I mean, you can give it a go,
Still
but
there. Clear outside. The leader has just done a 39.33.
is he actually trying to bump draft me?
P17.
Full respect
You're
if he
now
is. I mean,
1.78 off the
it's not
pace.
something I would try, but
Car inside.
a little bit
Still
too
there.
high.
Clear low.
Let's get out of it. Oh, where did they go? Oh. I think that might be a death. Oh, we've got Mulvey behind us, so we'll keep going. That's like the Penske car.
Car down low.
Yeah, it is.
He's
From
still
now
there.
on, you should be known as Castroneves.
Hold your line. Clear low. 18th. You're currently 2.4 seconds off the leader's pace.
Turned in a little bit late, but got away with it.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 40 Celsius. Got a car outside.
We're doing this!
Still there. Clear high. Okay, Jordan, there's a car exiting the pits. Heads up. P17, that's your best lap in the session. That puts you 1.49 off the pace. That was a 40.82.
dirty air right at the wrong point. Not quite going to get to inside. So we shall pause. 10 seconds for station identification. And we're tuned in, let's go.
Car high. Hold your line. You're now 1.81. Clear high. That lap was at 41.14.
I think we shall pit at the end of this lap.
Car inside. Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear low. Watch your speed.
It's got about 5 minutes until the session opens, so we'll do just a little bit of quali.
Box in 5, 4,
We'll just
3,
practice up pit entry.
2, 1. Box now.
That was good. Let's quickly jump onto the quali tune. Actually, now is a good time to see whether the setup overlay is working. I know that it doesn't matter because this one's one that is public, but I should have a little overlay that pops up to hide whenever I use a setup I paid for.
39.15.
Sorry, my stream's on a delay, so I'll just see whether it works. Might not have it enabled. Alright, it's a little bit delayed coming up, but it serves a purpose, I suppose. Alright, let's jump on that quali setup. See if we can find some clear air to do a lap or two in. So if I go after Hutchinson, so we'll go back now.
There's a car approaching. Watch your mirrors. Stay behind the white line.
Just get a little bit further away, please. I might get a little bit of a draft from Hutchinson, but
The guy behind
it's
has
getting
just
used to
done
the way the car
14.86.
handles anyway. I think the leader in this session's had a draft anyway. Either that or he's really quick. Yeah, definitely getting that draft now.
P2, that's your quickest lap. That puts you 0.31 off
Dead.
the pace.
Yeah, so not ideal for the quali run, but oh well. It's just got a couple of minutes until the session opens. So we should just watch this for a couple of seconds. I love racing at Indy. It is so much fun. So just about a minute or so before we can load up ready for qualifying, and then we shall get the 60 lap race underway. Like I said earlier, aiming for about 39.3 in qualifying, and hopefully we're in a lobby where I'm good enough to be able to win. I really want to get a win. I've won here at Indy before, so hopefully we can do it again. Oh. Vibe check. Yeah, what happened to this guy? He eats shit in a couple of minutes. Is it here? I think it was here. No? I want to find out why he ate shit. I don't know, but this was fun. There's just no place like Indy. I absolutely adore it. So how many is that registered for the session? 166 people registered for this session. So that's a good number of people. I like having the bigger lobbies because it means the chances of being with people that are of your same level are quite high. There we go. We shall join the race. And we'll get the show on the road. So yes, thank you to those of you that are watching. Hopefully this is going to be a good race. Should be a fun one. So as long as we aren't number 18, that's the only number I don't like being. 24 would be alright, although that would mean we're
Just
pretty
2
high,
minutes left.
pretty low
2
down.
minutes to go.
Oh, you're joking. Number 18. Ugh. That's unfortunate. I swear I didn't predict that. Actually, let's get the qualifying set up on quickly. For what it's worth. Oh, it was on. Piss. There you go. So,
Pit lane
driving the
speed
number
limit is
18 car.
60 miles per hour.
Oh well.
The pit exit's clear.
So if we have a really bad race, it's because of the number. I'm calling it now. So about 1 minute left in this warm-up before we go qualifying. Let's see what we can do. Looks like we're toward the back of the seeded drivers based on our iRating, so could be a little tricky, but it's Indy, anything can happen. Are we just going to get to the line? Come on. Go. Yeah, got a lap in. And it was the quickest. For what it's worth. Right, so here we go. 2 laps of qualifying. Let's see where we line up for the race. Is there anybody in here that I recognise? I don't believe there is. How many people do we have in here? Oh, good. So we have 24 people. Let's get that back in the corner. Get up there. There you go. I thought I had that so I could lock it. Let's do that quickly. There you go. Now we can click through. Good. Alright, enough of that. Let's get qualifying.
The pit lane speed limit is 60 miles per hour. Pit exit's clear. Don't cross the white line. Okay, Jordan. We've got 2 laps to get the job done. The track temp's increasing. It's now 48 Celsius.
So first lap is basically just another warm-up lap. It's all about that second lap. Let's see what we can do. Feels like I'm getting a little bit more push.
B2, that lap time was 39.87. The guy behind has just done a 39.89.
Not a great line from turn 1 and 2. Yeah, it definitely feels like there's a little bit more understeer in the track. Ah, terrible, terrible, terrible. Yeah, track feels a lot different compared to practice. A lot different. So far the time's holding up, but, you know, I was doing 39.3s
P3, you're
in
currently
practice, and then now I'm on a
0.43 off the
39.8,
pace.
so there's
All right,
definitely
Jordan,
something different
your
in the
water
track.
temperature looks quite high.
But hey, hopefully that time keeps us relatively near the front. And even so, we'll just have to try and come from further back. Seems fairly good so far, though. Yeah, it must have been the track temperature rising, as the engineer said. It's just made the grip a lot less. If I could still be in like the top 6, I'll be quite happy. I just don't want to really be outside of the top 10, because that's when it starts getting really dicey.
Your engine temperatures are now back to normal.
Good. I would hope so. So, just moments away from getting the race underway. Once again, thank you to those of you that are watching. About to get ready for 60 laps of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway in the iRacing Indy Oval Fixed Series. Looks like we're going to be rolling off right around 4th, 5th, 6th, potentially, as we get any late improvements. Yeah, track definitely felt very different in qualifying compared to practice, so bit of a shame that we couldn't go quicker, but it looks like it's the same for everybody. final seconds of qualifying are just ticking through now. And unless we get a very late improvement, looks like we'll be rolling off 4th. Yep,
That's
P4.
the end of the session. P4.
I'll take that. Not too bad. Decent place to roll off from. And now we go to the race. I'll tell you one thing I forgot to do. There you go. That's better. So yes, welcome to Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Oh great, somebody else telling me that we're live on Twitch. I've never understood putting that they're live on Twitch. Like, we're a little bit busy here. We're not really going to tune in right now. I guess it's for people who are also streaming, just so that the people in their chat can go and watch them as well, so. Who's that guy? We'll remember. Just in case we have a crash with him. Oh, I can't be asked to get it now. So yeah, plan for the first stint, if it goes green, is to go just as long as possible. If we can get over halfway, great. But I feel like it might be pushing a one-stop strategy, potentially. Unless I read my practice laps wrong, but I feel like I was just under 30 laps for a fuel run. Voice chat on iRacing, that's something I very rarely have, unless it's in a league where I know the other people. I prefer to focus on a race rather than listen to all the bitching. Looks like we've lost somebody already, that's a shame. You should have been starting in P9.
P4, 60 laps.
So here we go, rolling away for the formation lap.
We need to follow car number 4 in the outside lane.
So yeah, goal here is to... top 5 would be nice, but I do want to win. There's an Alonso paint on the left there. Obviously, a lot of people cashing in on Indy 500 Mania, as I am really. That's the only reason I'm doing this race today, is because of the 500 yesterday. Already yawning, that's a good sign. I don't know what it is about formation laps, where I feel really cozy and then I start getting sleepy. Like, I can sit in this chair doing nothing. Well, I quite often do. And I don't get sleepy, but something about formation laps just make me very sleepy. Thanks, Craig. Good to see you, mate. How's it going? Rolling off P4. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can get another win here at Indy. And have a shot of milk at the end of it, potentially. So we are coming to the green flag. The balloons have been set off. The pace car is peeling in. And we are green for
Okay, Jordan,
60 of Indy.
Go, go, go! Carlo.
Askew going for me immediately.
He's still there. He's still there. Clear inside. Inside.
Yeah, I'll just let him have
Hold
it.
your line. Clear inside.
Oh, that looks dicey up there.
Full course caution.
Oh, never mind, it was dicier behind me. Don't run me over. Use your
Pace cars out. Line up single
not
file behind car
accelerator.
number
I would say
13.
brake, but braking is
We're
just
under
as
caution.
dangerous.
Pit's closed.
Alright, lost a couple of positions, but important thing is we're alive. And I could have sworn that the front three were about to have a massive accident anyway, so... It's good, we're alive, that's all that matters. And the caution will help toward our fuel mileage. That reminds me, actually. We'll start coasting where we can. Just save as much fuel as possible. I think there are about 12 McLaren/McLaren-esque cars in this field by the looks of it. I mean, just up there we've got Alonso and Askew, and I'm pretty sure the other orange car is also a McLaren.
We're under caution. Pits are closed.
I think after the race we'll have a look and see how many McLaren/Alonso paints there are in the field.
Full course yellow. Pits are open.
So not going to pit just yet. If we were toward the back, I'd probably pit right now just to top off on fuel. Just because every lap will help toward making it a one-stop. I don't actually know whether this series has implemented number of tyres allowed. I don't think it has. I think that's just the NASCAR series that have implemented like just how many sets of tyres you can have during a race. But like the tyre deg isn't too bad around here anyway, so you're probably going to only want to pit once or twice at the most. Pitting for a tyre advantage isn't as crucial here as it would be, like, say, in the NASCAR race here. It's just coasting, trying to save as much fuel as possible. I wish the field would keep at a constant speed so I could coast a little bit further.
Pits are open.
Then I guess they're all doing the same thing as me anyway. Oh, I don't know. I swear to God, I don't know why I get so tired under the pace car laps. Is that an Ericsson livery behind me, perhaps? It's an Arrow livery, I know that much. So it could be a Hinch.
Okay, Jordan. Get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
So that doesn't quite count to the McLaren liveries, because that was last year. What do you reckon? I think it's probably about eight maybe? 8 liveries to do with Alonso or McLaren in the field. Maybe more. I mean, there's like 24 of us in here, so I mean, it's quite a fair percentage, I would say. Now, who can blame him? I mean, I'm a Fernando fan. I love Fernando. I love McLaren, so if I wasn't running a Axalta paint, I'd probably be running an Alonso livery, so... shout out to DeNise Designs, by the way, on Trading Paints for painting this Axalta IndyCar for me. And any of the other Axalta paints that aren't the NASCAR ones, they were all painted by him as well, so yeah, if you need an iRacing paint, go check him out on Facebook and Trading Paints. Does really good work. There's my shill. It's coming back to green here. can't pass on the inside until the line. Even though they did in the 500, but nope, not green, not green, not green, not green, not green.
Green flag, we're racing.
Why can't people maintain a speed? I know I didn't, but like the cars in front all just suddenly shot forward. I hope we haven't got damage. Feels might be a little slow, I'm not sure. Can't tell if I have damage or not. I don't think I do. I feel like it would be worse if I did. I'd be amazed if the car behind me doesn't have damage. So he hit me really quite hard.
42.30. You've just done
I think we're okay on damage.
42.29. New fastest lap for Mickelson, 42.10.
Let's get stuck in.
The leader has just done a 41.
Which way do you want to go, mate?
That's your quickest lap in this session. The guy
Apparently
behind has
around.
just done a
Fucking hell.
41.19. New fastest lap for Wilkinson.
Pick a direction, man.
40.85. Inside.
Yeah, this guy's slow.
Still there. He's still there. Clear inside. Car high. Hold your line. P5. Still there. Clear outside. The gap in front has increased to 1.34.
I need to make sure I don't lose that draft. By the way, we're racing, we're probably going to have a caution, but I don't want to take any chances. If we go green, I cannot lose this draft. Oh, I might have a little bit of damage, you know, it's certainly understeering. It might just be the conditions, though. I'm not sure. It's really difficult to tell whether it's dirty air conditions or damage.
That lap was a 41.44.
I'm going to start alternating between 5th and 6th, I think. Closed in a little bit on the pack ahead, so we haven't quite lost it.
That was a 41.33. The gap behind is now 0.80.
This might be a stream where I talk a little less.
Alright, Jordan, you're reeling this guy
If you
in.
hadn't
The gap's
guessed.
now 0.70.
So we're pulling away from the cars behind and we're gaining the cars in front, so we're in a good position. I just can't make another mistake. Like turning a little bit too late for that corner, for example. Shut up and drive, Jordan. I said shut up and drive. Jesus. Me and my big mouth. Revving the door a little there. Get your head in the game, man. Come on.
Your lap time was at 41.76. The gap ahead is now 0.69. You've just done a 41.24.
Right. The understeer is really quite bad. It's really annoying. This is nothing like what I practiced in earlier. Still good fun though. And that's what it's all about. Don't Hildebrand it though. So yeah, objective for the first stint still to go for as long as possible. If the field pits, will pit and get a top up, but at this point we'll still need to pit later on. A little bit too much push. Ouch. It's really difficult. I feel like there must be some kind of damage or something.
Really the gap's now 0.87.
Really difficult.
The gap in front is now 0.79. That lap was a 41.85.
It's starting to get pretty difficult. If anything, I kind of want... Fuck, what am I doing? Oh no. Yeah, definitely got damage now.
Car inside. Still there. Clear low.
We'll keep going and hopefully get a caution soon. Actually, it's kind of helped our initial turn, isn't it? But the yeah, mid-corner is still very sketchy. Oh yeah, it's definitely knocked the balance out a little bit.
P6.
Shouldn't be too much of a repair if we can just get to a caution pit stop or something.
Now 0.81.
Yeah, that was a silly mistake. I looked down just to see who the car behind was in the relative, and that was just enough to get me into the wall.
You've just done a 42.00.
Silly accident, but we're still in it. We've just got to try and hope for a caution imminently.
Got a full course caution.
Oh,
Watch out.
good stuff.
The pace car is out. Pits are closed. The pace car is out. Line up single file behind car number 7.
Car status.
Should be about 14. Laps remaining on this tank, 0.6 gallons per lap. We'll need to add 16.6 gallons to get to the end. The tyre wear looks fine, mate. Your
So
brake
according
temperatures
to
look
the
good.
engineer, we should be able to make it to the end here from here. So yeah, I'm definitely going to pit now. Get this damage fixed up, and then we might not have to pit again. I reckon if we all do pit now, and then there's another caution within the final 20 laps, we'll probably pit again just for fresh tyres, but according to the crew chief, we can apparently get to the end. Oh no, wait. Adding 14, but the tank only goes up to 18, so even if we add 14, we'll hit the limit. So no, we can't get to the end from here, but I do need to pit. So I will be pitting. What are you doing?
The pace car is out. Pits are closed.
Everyone wants to run into the back of me today, apparently. So hopefully the field pits with us, but
Pits
if
are
not,
open.
I guess we'll just have some fun. Looks like we're pitting. But I'm going in anyway. Yeah, we are.
The leader is pitting now. Look out for the pit speed limit. The pit lane speed limit is 60 miles per hour. We'll need to stop again.
Then why didn't you fill it to full?
Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Required repairs 15, yeah, we're just taking. So we're going to lose some time here, but I would rather be able to drive. We'll just have to do a Rossi and hope we don't crash. So car should be all fixed now. So now the goal is to just try and make up some places, avoid the carnage, try and play ourselves back in at the end. I have a feeling if there's going to be a pit stop later on, we will have to. So there's an opportunity. Would you like to accelerate at some point today? No? Fucking hell. So yeah, not an ideal start. A little mistake by me put me in the wall and light damage.
Full course yellow.
Luckily it was
Pits are
only
open.
15 seconds of required, so we managed to get the car fixed. We're down to 19th according to the overlay, but we will have another pit stop to make, so hopefully we can come back through. We were staying with the leaders until my mistake, so we've got the pace to be up there, we just need to get back there.
Get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
We might not have to pit, I don't know. If we have a very quick caution again, we might just about... I just realised that we could get ahead of Kenton. So, green this time by again. Let's hope that's the last mistake I've made, and let's just hope we can stay out of trouble for the rest of this. Quick drink. Stay hydrated. Wash your hands. Stay sanitized. I need to get that as a soundboard. Good old Max. Alright, so back to the green here. Let's try not to almost run over / get run over this time. It's times like this I really need a real spotter just to tell me when the field is gone.
Green, 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 let's go.
Do you want to be in this race today, or...? You know the draft is important here, right?
Outside. Still there. Clear high.
If you're that unconfident, do more practice. Clearly you're good because you should be in the stint, but like...
th place.
So at this point, if we can get back to the 8th, I'll be happy. Nope, that's one in the wall. What the flying fuck was that? What on earth was that about? He swerved several times before he hit the wall. Jesus Christ. Oh well, it's good for us to have another caution. That was good. He was like, do I want to crash? Don't want to crash. I don't want to go to the right. Don't want to go to the left. Oh, just explode in the middle.
Car is out. Line up single file behind car number 8. We're under caution.
Geez.
It's closed.
There's always one.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 45 Celsius.
Good. Question is, do we pit again? No, I'm not going to pit again now. I'm going to go off of the assumption we're going to have quite a few cautions and we won't need to pit for fuel.
We're under caution. Pits are closed. Pits are open.
I don't know. I guess if the field ahead of us pit, then I'll pit. But a couple of takers. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. So we're coming up to half race distance. And we're under our... Is this our third caution? Yeah, I think it is. So we're now up into 12th. So in case you're just joining, started 4th, ran with the leader, I fell back to about 6th, but was running with the lead pack until I made a bit of a mistake. I don't know whether I had damage after getting rear-ended on one of the first restarts, but yeah, then put it lightly in the wall, which put out the balance. So I had 15 seconds of requireds under the second caution. Fell down to 19th, and now we're rallying back up to 12th, according to the overlay on the top left. And yeah, we'll just see where we can come back to. If we can finish in the top 10, top 8, quite happy. Top 6 would be great. Podium would be awesome. A win from here would be pretty surprising. I don't think we're going to be in with a chance of winning now, but still having a lot of fun, and that's what it's about. I put a lot of pressure on iRacing. I tend in the past to treat iRacing as like my official substitute for real racing, so I take it uber seriously. But important thing about sim racing is to not lose the fun of it, so that's what I'm trying to do. Try not to get too stressed out. Fast forward to about 10 laps time when I inevitably get taken out by a moron and start swearing. Couple more people potentially pitting, maybe for topping off of fuel, but I feel like with all these cautions we're having, we should be pretty good on fuel now.
Okay, Jordan, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
I'm not sure. It's so difficult to tell because obviously the fuel meter at the moment on estimated laps is based off of what we're doing at the moment, and that's when I'm clutch coasting and stuff. So if we do have to pit, it will be for a splash. So we'll see. The rest of the field in front of me pitted at the same time, so we'll follow with them. So we're going to restart for lap 29 of 60. So we've got half the race to try and come back. And we're currently running 11th. And I need to pee. This always happens. So getting ready to come back to green here. About 30 minutes into the race. I don't know what it means up in the corner where it says 30 minutes out of 41 completed. Like, I don't think the session is limited to 41. Here we go, coming back to the green. For some reason the field doesn't want to line up or be close to one another.
Green flag.
I don't get it, man. Where the draft is really important, you want to be close to people. I know you don't want to run into people like I did a couple of cautions ago, but jeez, there's a line. Still, pack behind us are quite far back, so let's see if we can drop them. I think they're a little bit too close, though. That's the problem with when you get mired toward the back. It's you're dependent on the people ahead of you being competent on restarts, and that doesn't always happen.
The lap time was 42.66.
Track stiff is so different compared to practice. That's probably going to be a caution for somebody who doesn't know how to drive.
Okay, Jordan, that's half distance. We estimate 23 laps of fuel remaining. That
So
lap
we
was
are
at
going to need to
41.01. Inside. Hold your line. Still there. He's still there. Still there. Hold your line. He's still there. Clear inside.
You very nearly understeered up into me.
P12. Got a car low. Still there. Hold your line. He's still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Inside's clear.
That's weird. Oh, that's terrifying. So we have a lagger in front of us, that's good. So we are going to need to pit one more time. I think if we can get past lap 40, then I'll make a pit. If another caution comes out. If not, then looks like we'll just be having a splash and dash at some point. Dead.
Carlo. Hold your line. Clear inside.
Well, that was terrifying. Don't want to attack this guy immediately because it might be a little hot. Yeah, that's terrifying. I don't know how none of us brought out the caution there. Fun avoidance though. So hard to do a high-speed avoidance like that and not lose the car. And we saw it yesterday, these cars don't like rapid change of directions, just what happened to Askew on that restart crash. And that's very much reflected on iRacing. If you try and make a rapid avoidance, you can quite often just bin it. Car status.
We think about 19. Laps of fuel left, 0.6 gallons per lap. We think we'll need to add 3.9 gallons to get to the end of the race. We're not seeing any significant tyre wear. Your brake temperatures look good.
See, if I knew that was going to be a caution, I would have tried to jump into the pits there, but, like, still no caution, even though that guy was well up in the wall.
The gap in front is now 1.00.
Something definitely still feels off with the car. Or maybe I'm just not driving the conditions right or something, I don't know. It feels so different from my practice session earlier. Maybe it's the rear wing damage, I don't know, it just feels so odd. Can you hide the car in front? Can I hide the pillar as in like it does on F1? No, sadly not. I'd love to be able to do that, because look, it's just wide enough to be able to obscure where the cars in front are. So that encourages you to have to move around on the straights to try and see where everything is, and that can cause accidents, so... It's that whole thing. I know they're trying to be a simulation and everything, because obviously it's iRacing, but in real life you wouldn't see the pillar because your eyes would just look beyond it. And that's just not something you can translate into 2D. So I do kind of wish they had the option to at least make it see-through or something, because you wouldn't see it in real life.
Guy behind's
Also, hi,
catching.
Calvin.
The
How you
gap's
doing?
now 0.69.
So we're gaining a little bit on the car ahead, but we're still not running at great pace right now. I don't know whether it's the conditions or maybe some leftover damage that's making the car feel so different.
P10, you've just done a 41.48.
So we are going to need to pit one more time for fuel. I'm tempted to do it any time after lap 40. Car status.
Should be about 15 laps remaining on this tank. 0.6 gallons per lap. We will need to add 3.8 gallons to reach the end of the race. We're not seeing any significant tyre wear. The brake temperatures are fine. Your last lap time was a 41.72.
I always add a little bit more in just because I still haven't developed a trust for crew chief. So I think I might pit next time by and just hope for a caution. Everyone else is going to have to pit as well, as far as I'm aware, apart from maybe a couple behind who pitted further back, but
Car outside. Still there. You're clear outside.
yeah, I'm going to come in.
What's your speed limit in the pits? Okay, Jordan, we'll pull you to the end.
Do I want tyres? Do I want tyres? No, let's not go with tyres. Alright, any time now a caution would be great.
Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Oh, just about on the edge of not making it.
All clear on pit exit.
Right, so now the task is just to not go a lap down. Oh god, they're right there.
The car ahead is Kirsch.
Looks like a load of other people are pitting at the same
The
time.
gap behind has now decreased to 1.50.
Good thing is, because with the car in front, we might be able to block the leaders. / run quicker lap times because we won't have to let off at all.
There's a car leaving the
So
pits.
this is important now, we just need to stay on the lead lap. I know the leaders have to pit again,
P14.
so concentrate, Jordan, come on. This is leading me to believe that I have got some kind of damage, because the fact that we're only now just getting up into the point where we need 6th, it definitely feels slower.
P13.
So yeah, caution right now would be amazing.
The gap behind's increased to 5.6 seconds.
You also have no draft right now either. Yeah, but when I was running in practice earlier, I could pretty much hold sixth even without a draft and not feel the need to shift down.
Was at 41.
Whereas this feels a lot more like I need to shift down. So I feel like I've got just a little bit of leftover damage from somewhere.
You're gaining on this guy. The gap's now 4.3.
Come on, let's get Marco slipstream. No, I don't think we're going to. But we aren't being caught too much by the leader behind, so this is good. We can stay about here. I know the leaders are going to have to pit again, so... Yeah, and I think that's one of them pitting now.
Okay, Jordan. There's a car exiting the pits. Heads up.
Woo.
The guy in front is Wilkinson.
Yeah, everything just feels a little tighter.
Car low. Clear low.
Leader,
P12.
leader
That
just
lap
pit.
was at 41.56.
Yeah.
The lead car's pitting. Mickelson is now in the lead.
Thanks for the info, Cowboy. That's helpful. I don't think we're going to be in a position to win now, but we'll just see how many we can gain.
Car low. The guy in front has just done a clear low. Car down low. He's still there. P13. He's still there. Hold your line. Still there. Clear inside. Car inside.
Oh my
Clear inside.
fucking god. Holy shit. How is that not a caution? That guy just ate pure shit. How is that not a caution?
The gap in front is now 5.3 seconds.
Oh well.
The guy behind's catching.
There's some
The
fairly
gap's now
obvious caution
3.6
things
seconds.
not happening here.
P11.
Really needed a caution as well, because like I might gain a couple of positions on this strategy just by cycling back through, but a caution would have really helped me out because they would have all had to pit while bunched up. So still, this has been a lot of fun.
P12.
Car status.
Pardon?
Car status.
We estimate 11. Laps of fuel remaining. 0.
Shit, we've only just got enough fuel. Fuck.
Tyre wear looks fine, mate.
This is why I
Temperatures are looking good.
fucking put more fuel in. I know I'm running in 5th, so maybe I just need to start running 6th just to make sure that I've got enough to make it. I wish crew chief would allow just a little bit more
Is the car
on the
exiting pits?
calculation.
P11. The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 43 Celsius.
Yeah, you might be right.
Okay, Jordan. There's a car exiting the pits. Heads up. The gap behind is now 3.0. That was a 41.61.
Alright, if we can finish in the top 10, I'll be happy, given everything that's happened.
Position.
Man, this is so much fun. Even right now where I'm just circulating on my own, it's just so much fun, this car and this track. Another position, hopefully. Yeah.
Good consistency. Keep them coming. E9. The lap time was at 41.63.
So I still think the leader's going to have to pit at some point. I think he started lifting off as well because I'm pulling away from him. So I think he started trying to fuel save to the end. If he pitted when I think he pitted, I don't see how he can make it. Here's another guy.
P8.
This is the sort of race I love at Indy, where there's a big strategy and you've got people pitting late for splashes of fuel. It makes these end of races really intense because you're just trying to get every lap nailed. I'm a bit worried about Mickelson behind because he was one of the leaders. He's a quick car,
is reeling you in. The gap's now 2.4
and he is now
seconds.
catching me, as my engineers just told me. If he gets to me, I don't think I'll be able to hold him off, and he'll just be about getting a benefit from the draft from where he is behind me now. Hopefully Joe can battle him and hold him up a little bit.
Your lap time was 41.55.
Starting to get a little worried about the fuel.
Come on, Jordan. Push, push, push. We can get this guy.
Can we fuck? Oh, hang on, he's damaged. Yeah, we can. Shit. Yeah, he's slow. Another one in the pit.
You're gaining on the guy in front. The gap is 1.30.
Where are you going, bud? Where are you going?
You've got about 4 laps of fuel left. E7. That was
Oh, thanks for all that dirty air, my friend. Oh, the dirty air. Oh, it's horrible. And Mickelson's right on my arse now. Oh, it's so horrible. Mickelson's coming through. Look at the speed.
Hold your line. Still there.
Go on, go, go, go.
Clear low.
And then crash with the guy ahead.
You've got about 3 laps of fuel left.
3 laps of fuel left. We might be losing some positions late here. Fucking crew chief. And I even gave it more fuel and then it fucking auto calculator brought it down. I wish it wouldn't do that.
The gap behind is
I'll
now
have to turn that off.
1.06.
Two laps to go, come on.
2 laps remaining. 2 laps of fuel remaining. You've just done a 42.28.
A caution would be nice. I wouldn't mind this one ending under caution. Alright, we should just have enough to get to the back to the end. Fuck off, Joe. Eat my dirty air, you
White
fuck.
flag, one more lap. We think you'll be out of fuel on the next lap. That last lap was a 42.04.
Kenson's slow again.
Car low.
Don't Hildebrand.
Still there. Clear low.
Oh my god. I didn't see him. Mild pants shitting occurred there. Oh, I think he's just going to get me.
Outside.
Yeah, he's going to get me.
He's still there.
That's annoying. Oh well.
Still there. Clear high. P7.
Oh, we
Okay,
could have had
it's
6th.
over.
Oh well, that was fun. That was really fun. P7. That was a really fun finish. That was good. That was great. So did Sean actually win? No, Matt Hopkey. So was that Sean that ran out? Oh my god, yeah, he ran out of fuel. That was the one I passed on the back straight. Oh, that sucks. But I'll take that. That was a really fun finish. P7 right at the end there. Loads of people running out of fuel with damage like I had. That was a lot of fun. Bit of a shame that I had that damage. I gave myself that damage early on because I feel like with the race that ended up being, we could have been a factor at the end. But with fuel mileage races, anyone could have won that at the end. I wonder where Matt started.
Watch your speed.
That was a really fun race. It's races like that that even when they're a little bit frustrating in the way that they end, they're still really fun.
Box in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
And there you go. Man, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. Alright, let's go back and... There's a couple of things I want to have a look at. There was a save. Alright, let's go back and have a look. I don't know what lap it was where I had that close call. I think there was a red car in front of me. Yeah, here. Oh my god. Who needs that much shake? Jesus Christ, iRacing. Fucking camera shake. There you go. That was a close one. Yeah, and I could have repassed him here, but I think we were probably still a little high of adrenaline after that miss, so it's never a good idea just to send it straight away. And let's have a look at the guy who won, Matt Hopkey. So at this point, hang on. So what car was he? Was he the? Oh, he's in the Felix Rosenquist car. So at this point, with 20 to go, he's in 12th. So I feel like this is one of the guys who pitted earlier, so he must have been running toward the back and pitted under one of the cautions, just to top off on fuel, and that ultimately was what allowed him to go to the end. So in hindsight, when I ummed and ahed about pitting again for a top off of fuel earlier on, I probably should have just done it. So like here, he's 6th. So this is the start of lap 58 for him. Oh! So some of the leaders crashed. They were slow as a result. He just cruises by one of them. That was a lap car. So at this point he has the lead. No, so at this point he's 2nd. So I believe the car ahead of him is going to be... not the lap car. So here is the leader, Sean, and listen to how much he's coasting. So here I think he's a lap ahead. No, he isn't. No, he isn't. So at this point he is coasting. He's desperately trying to get to the end. And here is who eventually goes on to win the race. Stuck behind this lap car, who seemed to be in everyone's way at least once today. And there's Sean, the race leader, on the final lap. Matt passes him because he's out of fuel. And further back you can find me. Let's see what the gap was between me and Houghton at the end. So I didn't even see Sean. I could have easily just creamed into the back of him there. That would have been awful. And yeah, my car was slow anyway, so he was always going to get me to the end here, so... Might be a bit overkill on me. Wasn't the camera angle I wanted anyway. Well, I remember how to use iRacing. There we go. Ah, that's a shame. Oh well. At least he had a nice livery. So, that's all that matters, to be honest. But yeah, that was a fun race. That was really fun. Disappointing to not be a factor in the end, as I said, but yeah, that's what I like about IndyCar, is that it's you always get a fun race. Except when you don't. But yeah, I think that's going to do it. So yeah, thank you for those of you who came out and watched. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. I might stream again later in the week. I've got this week off, and tomorrow this event turns over to Gateway, so I might do that because I do quite enjoy Gateway. And then yeah, I think from next season I might try and do this series weekly. Just because I bloody love IndyCar. And I said prior to this season I was going to try and do it weekly, but then it got too hot. But now the temperatures are cooling down, I might be able to do this more. And then dabble in some road course racing when I can as well. But yeah, I think that's going to do it. So yeah, thank you all for watching. And until the next time, catch you later.